Human trafficking is, by definition, the exploitation of one human by another. Doesn't necessarily mean moving somebody. That's human smuggling. But the human trafficking industry in North America is estimated to be a $150 billion per year industry. For context, you can buy every NBA team, every Starbucks, and every Target in North America and spend less money. Okay, it's $150 billion per year. We don't have great numbers on the number of people impacted by it because all we really know is what we're seeing on the back end of people who have been recovered. But it's estimated that it's anywhere between 700,000 and a few million people per year are trafficked just in the United States. And unlike a lot of other groups, we're focused on the United States. A lot of people don't work in the US because it's really difficult because of our laws here. So they'll work in Latin America, Southeast Asia, Africa. And I'm not saying that the kids there don't deserve to be rescued too, because they do, but somebody's got to do something about our kids here, and that's us. And so we know that 17,000 kids per month go missing in the United States of America. Also, statistically, 1 in 4 runaways, like children who run away from their home, will be trafficked. And a lot of times, the reason they're running away in the first place is the problem. And so if you get the court systems involved, oftentimes they want to place that child who's viewed as a troubled child back with the custodial parent back inside of that house. The reason they ran away in the first place could have been because they were being trafficked at home. We've run into that, a significant amount of that. And so trafficking oftentimes looks like mom has a meth addiction that she can't pay for, so she pimps out her 12-year-old to her brother or her friend or whoever. It's people that have access to these kids who then capitalize on that access to get what they want. That's human trafficking. And we as a nation, we as law enforcement, we as nonprofits are not even kind of equipped to be able to combat the scope of this. But I can tell you, I've had people inside of the federal government who are in the know tell us, Caleb House, hey, you need to stop what you're doing because this goes all the way to the top. I'm like, yeah, I'm aware. Like, just be careful which hornet's nests you kick because this goes all the way to the top. Okay, cool. I'm super unafraid of you because my God is God and this is a righteous cause. And if I die in this righteous cause, oh well, like tough shit. Because it's hard and dangerous, we shouldn't do it. No, of course we should do it. We should do it even more so now because it's hard and dangerous. Sounds good. And so, and to that point of 420 beds, those 420 beds don't actually belong to DHS. Those are all nonprofit beds that DHS coordinates with. And not all 420 beds are actually operational. So that number is really closer to about 200 beds that are up right now for restoration of children. What we do at Caleb House is it's not just a bed. They come into a care home where they have care parents, and we have no timeline on the restoration process because I'm not going to tell a 3-year-old they've got a year to get their shit together before I kick them out of the program. And I have children ages 1 to 19 in my care right now. And so you don't put a 1-year-old
1 years
through
old.
1-year-old, 1-year-old.
Oh,
Yep. And it's, bro, it's sickening. But I'll tell you what, one of the most touching moments that I've ever had with this was we had done an extraction and it was a hairy one. And so, body armor, rifle, that kind of thing. And we get to a safe site, bed down location, and we've got a bunch of kids. And there's 3 kids, probably like 12, 13, 14, sitting on a rock wall, just looking at me. And I'm looking beyond them, scanning the tree line because there's bad guys that want to hurt us. And they're just looking at me with that kind of that puppy dog face. And I said, all right, what's up? What are you guys thinking? And then one of them says to me, what do we have to do to be able to do this when we're older? I said, what do you mean? What do you mean do this? What are you talking about? And they said, like, do we have to like become a police officer? Do we join the military? Like, what do we do? How do we do this when we're older? I said, I don't know. Why? Like, if you want to be a cop, I'll pay for you to become a cop. You want to join the military? Okay, whatever you want to do. You want to be EMS, law enforcement, fire? I don't care. And they said, no. The one boy that was there spoke up. He said, no. They said, we got to get through this because I still have friends who are back there, and we got to go back and get them too. And it crushed me, bro. To this day, crushes me. And I realized in retrospect, there's nobody better equipped to combat this problem than these kids are, because they know it intimately well. They know everything that's involved with it. They're passionate about it. And it creates an opportunity in the restoration process to this thing that happened to them is no longer a stumbling block. It's part of their testimony. It's part of who they are, but it's not the defining moment of their life, and now they're broken forever. And so it takes something that's been extremely negative, impactful, and makes it extremely positive, that they can go out there, witness to people, run operations to recover their friends. That's badass. Awesome. Let's figure out how to put these kids back together so they can get to work. And so there's more children out there than we know of. And it's in every community. I mean, down in McKinney, Texas. Was it McKinney or Plano? Might have been Plano. There was one Walmart that 290 children went missing at over the course of 9 months. And what was happening was the traffickers had a shopping list. Hey, I'm looking for an approximately 10-year-old boy, blonde hair, blue eyes. Okay. The boy would go to the bathroom by himself. There'd be somebody in the bathroom stall. When a kid that matches that description comes in, they'd come out of the stall, shoot him full of a little bit of ketamine in his neck, put him in a wheelchair, roll him right out the front door into a van. And they were just filling a shopping list. It happens everywhere, all over the country. And so we don't have good numbers on the scope of it, but it's estimated to be a $150 billion a year industry.
This is